Morning, Honourable James. So, just from your side, as ActionSA also and as an ad hoc committee member, how do you feel that the proceedings have gone this far? We're only 2 days in, but just from your side, how do you feel proceedings have gone?
Apart from the fact that we've really had 2 long 15-hour days, I think it was very effective. What I picked up is the fact that General Konazi's responses to many of the questions are very drawn out. It's almost as if though he feels if he doesn't have another opportunity to express himself, he's covered sort of extensively. So I found that his answers were very thorough. It took us back. It sort of almost gave us a lead for the follow-up questions. So on the whole, I think it actually went well.
Just also in terms of the questions that you wanted to kind of drill down into, I know you were also asking about the drugs and the impact that has. Why do you feel it was necessary to also just touch on those issues and that to get the General's perspective on that?
Because that has been an ongoing problem, and I think when he made the briefing on the 6th of July, the first thing that drew my attention was when he said that many of our children are being arrested for crimes that they do when they're not in their right frames of mind. And I needed to understand that it's almost as if though these communities are then being set up intentionally, because he said we're being fed drugs, and now because of the impact of feeding our children drugs means that they become murderers, they become sort of rapists. And linking to the crime stats, it's almost now as if though we are criminalizing the entire community because we're being set up. Those people then cannot have jobs, and that just sort of deepens the socio-economic conditions in our communities. And it was important for me to show that. And the other important thing for me to show was, when he said in the beginning, I've exhausted all options, I've been all over, I've tried the portfolio committee, I've spoken to people, I've reached out, I've sent those WhatsApp messages, no one was listening. My last resort was South Africans. But also, so there's an expectation from his side for South Africans to act and to ensure that this never happens again. And it is important for us to identify the various organizations, your political parties, yes. So I think it was important for me to highlight that most of these people embroiled in all of these allegations, there's a link to the African National Congress.
Also, now today we're going to be seeing General Fannie Masemola take come before the hearing. Sorry, just to hear, what are you expecting, and what are you hoping to just get the opportunity to ask him about?
I think we can never lose sight of the Babita situation. I think if anything, someone needs to be held accountable for that. SAPS knew the sort of sensitivity of the information that she had shared. They should have known better. I think if anything, we owe our family an apology, and we now have to ask General Masemola, what is the plans? What are the current plans in place and process to protect witnesses of the caliber such as Babita?
And then just lastly, from ActionSA side, is there anything you think you'd suggest for people to remember or to highlight when it comes to these hearings?
I think it's important for people to watch so that they understand and make proper decisions comes the next election, because we see that the rot is politically aligned. So if South Africans vote incorrectly in the next election, this is what they're going to get.